This movie opens with Mina, a journalist, intensely playing with her two daughters, Lena and Zizia. The man of the house, Maciek, returns from work. He takes a minute to greet his daughters before they run off playfully. Mina is surprised to see him home early. He says it was a mistake that he came home early. He goes to the kitchen, asking if there is any food in the fridge. He takes only a sausage out of the fridge and gives Mina an unsatisfactory look, telling her that she looks better in a grey outfit. Damn, what a jerk of a husband. Mina resumes work the next day and complains about the company's delay in hiring a new assistant for her, only to meet a guy named Janek who is familiar with her as much as she is with him. Janek reveals to her that he used to work at the fashion and lifestyle unit, which happens to be the unit she heads. They then both let off a wry smile as they flash back to the night they made love at a bar. He tells her that he just returned to Poland from Amsterdam the previous night, and he is surprised that after 10 years of being apart, he ran into her the first day he got back. Flashbacks on how they made love and felt an unbreakable bond on their first night together. So, Mina gives him his password and tells him to get his identification card later, while she tells him his arrival time at the office. Just then, Agnieszka, one of the other staff members, comes in to give Mina a document, introduces herself to Janek, and tells Nina not to be too hard on him. Agnieszka also tells Janek that she hopes he stays longer than his trial period, and she feels that she has something in common with him. Mina cautions her and tells her that she can do all these things at a later time, but Agni jerkingly tells Mina as she leaves the office to let her have her chance at getting her dream guy. Before finally sending him off, she tells him that she is always available to ask for anything about work. Not long after, while Mina fiddles with the broken coffee machine, her mom calls to ask her what she and her husband should bring to the house party that will be hosted at her house. She gasps a little and tells her not to worry and that she will buy everything on her way from work, but her mom insists that they will bring something special along too. After the call, she rings Maciek, saying she had forgotten that they were hosting that party and to ask for his help to pick up the girls since she will be busy. But he tells her that he can't because he is equally busy and that she should call her mom to help her, but she doesn't want to. Meanwhile, Maciek goes on a lunch with Missy and Oxpa and tries to make her a pitch as he convinces her to sign off on a contract for his company. Mina gets home rather late and meets her dad in the kitchen, helping out with things needed for the party. He tells Nima that her mom and the girls will arrive soon. She tells her dad that Maciek is busy at work, but he doesn't buy the idea and tells her that two partners in a union must make sacrifices and efforts equally for themselves. But she tries to defend Maciek, saying he has been putting up with her constant forgetfulness nonetheless. At dinner, her mom asks him and Mima to put out the lit candles on a cake together to strengthen their bond, but he rushes to put it out alone, which makes her dad remind Mina of Nasik's responsibilities, but Mina says she believes he loves her in his own way. Later that night, Mina talks about the party with Maciek and says that the next time they have their anniversary, she wants them to talk and make love more. She then asks him to make love to her, but he says he will only give her a quickie. Just before the date is done, one of their daughters enters to sleep with them, and they do nothing. The next day at work, Mina tells Janek that they have to come up with a new idea for their next series and asks him for suggestions. As they try to come up with suggestions, flashbacks of their younger days when he asked her out to prom play in their minds. They then make suggestions about the love of their own bodies, after which he sees her pictures with her girls, and she tells him that she is married with 2 girls. This makes him remember that when they were together, these names were picked by both of them for the children they hoped they would give birth to together. Later that day, Janek's elder sister visits him at home and notices his weird mood. She asks him what is wrong, and he tells her that he is in love with someone who is married with children. She cautions him against breaking up someone else's home, but he tells her that he has tried running away from this love once before. Later that night, Janek chats Nina up about his discoveries about how much people love their bodies. Not to create any suspicion when her husband calls upon her and since it's midnight, she cuts the conversation short and goes down the stairs to meet her husband, who makes a toast to them and tells her that he has managed to convince Hinofska to sign the contract, but he is expecting his reward. She suggests that they take a weekend off together, but he tells her that he is going to Iceland alone. She gets upset by this, asking him how she will take care of the children all alone. The next morning, Mihu wakes up to breakfast prepared for her by her girls. Soon after, Maciek comes into the burning room while the girls get excited that they are going to their grandparents' house. Mina, who is not aware of this, is shocked, and Maciek explains to her that he made that decision to take them to his mother's so that she can have time for herself while he is away. The next day, while she takes photographs of a lady working out, Janek comes by and bumps into her by mistake, but she cautions him, saying they did not just go with the flow this time. The next day, while she and the kids move towards the car, Maciek comes out with his luggage and goes towards the taxi that was already pulled up outside the gate. Confused, Mina asks him why he is doing that since she cleared her schedule for the day just to drive him to the airport. But he says he does not want them to be caught up in traffic, so he leaves them behind. Later on, Mina goes on a date with Janet, where he takes pictures of her, telling her it is for the body series, while she does the same too. Eventually at night, they view each other's photos in their separate houses as they retire for the night. The next morning at work, Yanek asks Nina if she feels the selected pictures for the body series are erotic, and she says since they don't have bad intent, it's all good. She receives a call about Zuzia that makes her leave the office at once. As Michek arrives at his destination in a van, he receives a call from Mina asking him where the first aid kit is, and he tells her that he has taken it with him. She tells him that Zuzia is sick, but he tells her to figure something out and hangs up on her. Meanwhile, Bagmishka is asking Mbek to go to the bar with her, telling him that she is his perfect match and that Mina is too old. While they talk, he receives a call from Mina asking him to help her get some medications for Zuzia, so he leaves Agnieszka. Yedek arrives at Mina's house with some medications and some snacks and food for the girls and Mina. Later that night, before he leaves, he admires her while she is asleep, and later on, Mina wakes up to food on the table and a note from Yanek telling her to call him anytime she needs him. The next morning, Yamek arrives at the house with some groceries, and his bank all late, Zuzia, who has been lying on the couch, asks Yamek to leave, which he does. Mina sees him after the door, and as they hold hands before bidding their byes, a call from the Czech, who is hiking in the cold hills, interrupts the moment, so Yanek leaves. Michek asks to speak with the kids, so she gives the phone to Lena, who tells him of Yanek. He later asks Mina why she didn't call her mother to help out instead, and she says she does not want to deal with any added problems from her. On the other hand, Yanek, in his house, is excited about the recent developments between him and Mina. Not long after, Mina's mom arrives at their house and tells her that Michek asked her to come around. Not long after that, Lena tells Nina to tell Yanek that they are out of candies. At work, while in the elevator, Mina tells Yanek that they are out of candies and that both have been passionately massage each other's lips. Just right after, Michek calls and asks if she is mad at him, but she tells him that she is at work and can't talk, so she hangs up. Later at the house, her mom finds fault in her and tells her to take more time to take care of her children, but she retorts at her and tells her that her own focus on the children is enough to take care of them. Later that day, Mina talks with Yanek about the body series, but expresses her fears about it turning into a Bermuda Triangle of body, psychology, and love. He tells her to come over to his house, but as she tries to leave his side, he draws her back into his arms, preventing her from getting into an accident, and he tells her that she is sleeping with him that night. So, they both go to his house and passionately make love to each other. Later that night, while Michek is on a call with the kids, Mina walks in and tells him that she worked the night shift thanks to Michek and her mom. The next day, Yanek and Mina go to a spa in the woods to relax while they take pictures for the body series, and she tells him that they should come back there another time. Later on, while they make out, she tells him she wants to stay with him forever, and he tells her that he can set up a room for her kids in his place if she wants to move in with him. But later that night, Mina opens up to her mom, telling her that she thinks she has fallen in love, and her mom tells her to think her decision through well and remember that family is the most important thing so that she does not end up getting scarred at the end. At the office the next day, Yanek tells Nina that he has edited the photos so that their faces do not show, and then lightly massages her shoulder. While she takes a look at the picture, Agnieszka comes in abruptly and tells Nina that she is disappointed in her for not following work boundaries. Later on, Yanek tells her that he received an offer from the competitor to cover lifestyle, and she tells him that he should go for it. She tells him that it is good for them because she feels they should stop what is going on between them, and she cannot handle it anymore. Back at his cabin on the hills, Michek receives a visitor who is also hiking out in the cold. After Michek offers him hot food, he tells Michek that he should have been there with his girlfriend, but he broke up with her, not realizing how much she meant to him. Michek also tells him of his ordeals with his wife and how he needed to get away from her for a while to know what it means to feel empty without her. The Gon tells Michek that he didn't know his girlfriend had cancer, and 2 months after breaking up with her, she passed. This gets Michek thinking hard. Later on at the office, Agnieszka asks Nina if she will be attending Yanek's celebration for his new position, and she replies by saying she is not, after which she starts to feel sad and empty. The next day, her dad talks with her and she says she knows what to do, but that her solution is impossible to do. So he tells her that he has gone through this before, like he chose family. Later on, Mira goes to Yanek's house and starts to make out with him. Unknown to her, she is on a call with Michek, and he hears every one of her moans while she makes love to Yanek. This gives Michek a breakdown, and he takes a staggering walk out in the cold. Later on, he video calls her and asks her who the guy is. She denies at first, but later starts to sob while he tells her that he heard their moans. She rushes off to Yanek's house and tells him that she is going to Iceland to see Michek and tell him everything face to face, but Yanek tries to console her. At the mountains, while he hikes, Michek notices a man who is falling into the crevasse and calls the rescue team on the phone to come and rescue him fast. They tell him not to do anything, as they will get there soon. But in a bid to rescue the man before the rescue team arrives, he stunts to go down into the crevasse. A lady from the rescue team goes to pick Nina up from the airport on Michek's behalf, telling her that he will return to them with the rescue team. Meanwhile, as Machek comes into contact with the man and tries to climb back up, he also falls. So, as the rescue lady talks with her about her family, she receives a call about Machek's accident and they drive off to the hospital and said. When Mina gets to the hospital, she speaks with the doctor who tells her that Machek is in a critical condition but they are doing their best. While she waits with him in the ward, she receives a call from Janek and despite his pleas, she tells him that she is not coming back to him. He seems dissatisfied with this, but she tells him that it is her final decision. The next morning, Janek comes to the hospital and apologizes for how he reacted. He brought her some juice and she tells him that Machek is still in coma and she doesn't know what to do. And he tells her that he will step back from her for now, but will always be there for her. Later that day, Machek comes out of his coma and stops her from reaching out to the doctor, saying he wants to talk to Mina. Turns out Machek is paralyzed on one side. He then tells her that he has figured it all out and that he still loves her. It's an open-ended ending. We are not sure if the two decided to stay together. What do you guys think? Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.